So we're now in the run up to May for PlayStation Plus. Now luckily this month is quite a short month, it's not going to be too bad, and before we know it we'll be finding out what free games we're getting for next month. But the great news is the rumour came true. Obviously, if you guys have already watched the reveal and stuff, the leak that happened before the actual reveal, it happened I think on Thursday, so near enough a week before. There was a leak that stated 2 games that we were going to be getting for free on PlayStation Plus through a PlayStation Access YouTube channel. And it came true. The games that we ended up getting, Uncharted, A Thief's End, and Dirt Rally 2.0. Not a bad lineup to be fair, and it's always nice when rumours and leaks actually happen, because you guys always want to know the games that we get in earlier and earlier, which I do too, to be fair. Now, the game that I am most looking forward to playing that's going live later on today is Uncharted. And the only reason behind it really is I like my racing games, but I've never really been into rally games. And Uncharted, it looks like a game that you can put quite a few hours into, and the graphics of it, the gameplay for it, everything just looks pretty awesome. So I can't wait to get it downloaded, even though as far as I'm aware, they are 2 pretty hefty file sizes. So it might be late on today, possibly tomorrow, before I get any gameplay videos up for you guys. If you guys are after memberships though, if your membership's running short and you need to renew, make sure you get your PS Plus from Instant Gaming. There's a link down below that will give you more of a discount. On their site, it's usually like 20% off. It's definitely worth checking out. You just get things even cheaper over there. This week it's another week where there aren't that many new games coming out. So rather than doing the drop video, it's kind of looking at what's coming out this week. And if there's only like one game, we kind of mention it here. And there is only one game that I am actually looking forward to checking out. It's a VR game, so obviously it's not going to be for everybody. And it's a game called Drunken Bar Fight VR. Now this game's out on the 9th. It's one of them games that just looks pretty stupid. When it comes to PlayStation VR games, I struggle with some of them. The better looking graphic ones, the ones that's got more intense gameplay for full on moving around, they look great and I love to play them, but they usually end up making me get motion sickness, so I can't full on sit there and play them for hours on end. So I end up having to play them for like 10 minutes and then take a break, which is really, really annoying. With games like this where they more stand still or just standing on the spot doing things, I can play them from a little bit longer and I don't tend to get motion sick with it. And that's the reason why I tend to look forward to these kind of games, just because it's something new to play that I can enjoy without having to struggle with it. Now, there is a rumour for a AAA game that came out last year, and it's one that I skipped on because I saw a few people play it, and it looked pretty difficult, not gonna lie. And it's called, if I pronounce it right, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Now, it's an action-adventure game. It does look okay, it's just watching people play it, I just saw people get dying and restarting, and it looked really stressful, which is the kind of reason why I skip these style of games. It does look alright though, it looks like it definitely might be worth a play, and I'm sure if something like this went on PlayStation Plus, tons and tons of you guys would be really, really happy with it. Prediction wise, the 2 games that I'm going to go for are smaller titles, indie games that actually do look alright, that are worth a play though, rather than stuff that's going to be dead pixelated that might annoy you guys. Now the first one is for a game called Geometry Wars. Now this one is one of them games that you can jump on for 5 minutes to play if you're just kind of waiting for someone, or if you're just waiting to nip out and say you got a taxi on its way and you're just bored. Or it's also one of them games that you can stick on expecting just to kind of check it out and then end up turning it off 17 hours later just because it's so addictive to play. But it's not a massive title, it's not a majorly expensive title, but it's the kind of game that if it was to go free, I think a lot of people, if they did download it and they did try it, would actually enjoy it. The second one that I'm going to go for is a game called Schoolgirls. It's a hand-animated 2D fighting game. So think of like Street Fighter, think of Mortal Kombat with a completely different art style. And we have had these style of games quite a few times in the past on PlayStation Plus, and it has been a while, which is kind of the reason that I'm going for it. Plus, when looking through games and stuff, I saw this one, saw the style of it, and it did actually look pretty cool. Granted, I do usually get stuck in my way of playing the same kind of titles like this. If I play a 2D fighter, normally I'd just jump straight to Mortal Kombat. When it comes to anything else, I'll tend to give it a go, but then go back to what I kind of know, if you know what I mean. But this one does look pretty fun, it looks pretty cool, but these are the two games that I'm going to go for anyway. Now, as usual though, if you guys are looking for people to play with when it comes to PlayStation Plus games, any games that have got multiplayer, anything that's newly released, make sure you join the Discord. There is a channel on there for PlayStation where you can literally just jump in to find people to play with. There's a voice chat as well, so if you are just playing a single player game you're after people to chat to, you can just jump in there and just be a bit more social. I know it's that time at the moment where everyone's kind of stuck in the house. Everyone's in isolation and lockdown, and it can get a little bit anxious, especially if you live on your own and you got no one to speak to. So it's just kind of a way to still socialise with people and hopefully take a little bit of stress off. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.